Social Security recipients could receive an additional $303 per month increase with the new Social Security proposal that has just been reintroduced into Congress. Now, we're talking about the Social Security 2100 Act. Originally, I thought it was just a 2% increase, but in addition to the 2% increase, I'm going to show you the exact math here of how it'll be an additional $3,600, which comes out to $303 more per month for Social Security recipients. So I'll show you exactly how the math works out, how you could get a potential $303 raise for your Social Security per month. Also, I'll give you a fiery speech from the Congress member who reintroduced the Social Security 2100 Act. You don't want to miss what he says there. It's a very passionate speech, and he's all about increasing and expanding Social Security. So you don't want to miss that speech. If you're on Social Security, make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Got a lot of important updates. Also, when it comes to the debt ceiling, there is supposed to be a vote today for the debt ceiling agreement with the deadline June 5th, not tomorrow, June 1st. But with this vote, Kevin McCarthy may actually lose his job with some threats from the GOP party, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. If you appreciate the Social Security updates of me giving you the facts, the latest news when it comes to Social Security being increased or cut, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you like how I get straight to the point, let you know exactly what is going on with Social Security. Let's get right into it. First, really quick update on the debt ceiling, since this does affect Social Security, Medicare, federal salaries, the military. So let's get right into this, since this is really important. I'll get through it really quick. So far-right members threaten reckoning over McCarthy's debt limit deal. So anger over House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's deal with President Biden to raise the debt ceiling is bubbling over, with some conservative members threatening to oust McCarthy as Speaker. So what was said here is this deal fails completely, and that's why these members and others will be absolutely opposed to the deal, and we will do everything in our power to stop it. Also, from Chip Roy, the Representative Chip Roy from Texas, the Republican conference right now has been torn asunder. Not one Republican should vote for this deal, not one. Now, if the deal is supposed to be voted on today, could be some problems. Now, when it comes to both Democrat Party and the Republican Party, seems like the moderates may be for it, but the far left and the far right are not for it, which could cause a lot of trouble if we were trying to get the debt ceiling done today. So now the House to vote on the debt limit deal as lawmakers race to avert default. Now, it's supposed to be voted on today, Wednesday, May 31st. Originally, the deadline was tomorrow, June 1st. The goalpost got moved to June 5th. So supposedly, there is a vote today in the House. We don't know if that's actually going to happen because of, as I just mentioned, it looks like the far right and the far left are not too happy with it. So I'll keep you updated what happens with that and the vote and the debt ceiling. Now, let's get to the Social Security increase that I was mentioning at the top of the video. So this is the official page right here, Social Security 2100, a sacred trust. So these are going to go over some of the benefits here. Benefit bump for current and new Social Security beneficiaries. So this provides an increase for all beneficiaries receiving retirement, disability, or dependent benefits, equivalent to an average of 2% of benefits to make up for inadequate cost of living since 1983. So the COLA, because I guess they're saying it wasn't good enough, and the mistake was made since 1983 to not be adjusted properly and not enough. What they're saying here is the U.S. faces a retirement crisis, and a modest boost in benefits strengthens the one leg of the retirement system that is universal and the most reliable, Social Security. So just this first part alone, 2% increase. Curious what your thoughts are on that. A 2% increase just off the top for everybody. Now, there is a bigger increase, which I'll get into in a moment. Another thing, protects against inflation. So the COLA, I think we all know that the COLA, it is sometimes increasing, but the measurement to calculate the COLA is not enough. If you've been working your entire life, most Social Security recipients over 30 years been working, contributing to the economy, working really hard and paying into Social Security, being promised that you are going to be taken care of on Social Security later on in your life, only to find out that it is not enough. And it is very unfortunate that Social Security recipients are getting screwed the amount that they are. They definitely deserve a lot more. If you're on Social Security, you contributed your entire life to Social Security, you definitely deserve a lot more. So with this new formula, it would be calculating the CPIE, which is different than the COLA that is calculated now, which is from the working class. Seniors are living a totally different life than the working class, so this would help out with that. And then it protects low-income workers. Now, this is the part where there is a increase. All right, so 5 million seniors currently live in poverty. No one who paid into the system over a lifetime should retire in poverty. The minimum benefit will be set at 25% the poverty line and would be tied to wage levels to ensure that minimum benefit does not fall behind. Now, this is really unfortunate. 5 million seniors basically got screwed and promised that they were going to live much better off Social Security and living below the poverty line, which is totally unacceptable. All right, so let me go over these numbers here. How much 25% above the poverty line would get. Now, I'm going to be honest, I overlooked this number, didn't think much of it, but now with the math, it's actually a lot better than the Bernie Sanders deal. I'll show you exactly how. So if we look here, here are the federal poverty levels for 2023 through 2024, right? So just came out in March. So if we look, the poverty level for one person is $14,580. Now, 125%, which is 25% more of the federal poverty level at the moment, would be $18,225 per year. Now, that is the 25% increase, the level that Social Security wants to have it at. So let me give you the math right here. Federal poverty line for 2023, as mentioned, $14,580, which comes out to $1,215 per month. 125% of the federal poverty level for 2023, $18,225 per month or per year, which comes out to $1,518 per month. The difference here, meaning that if you were at the poverty level and you want to get paid 25% above the poverty level, is going to be $3,645 more per year, which comes out to about $303 more per month. So with this 25% increase above the federal poverty level, that means anyone on Social Security who is below the poverty level could get a potential $303 more per month, according to these calculations. If you appreciate how I explained that, if it was good enough for you, if you understood how this math worked out, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Got some more breakdowns of Social Security coming out over the next few days as well. As you can see, very passionate about this. I believe that Social Security definitely deserves a lot more than what they're getting now. And someone else who believes that, someone in Congress, Representative John Larson, who is pushing for this Social Security 2100 Act. Take a look at what he has to say about Social Security as well.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to address the chamber for 5 minutes and talk about what political scientists are calling a polycrisis. A polycrisis is a multiple events that have happened globally that have an enormous impact not only on the world but here. I'm going to focus on just 3 of them right now. The pandemic that we're currently going through, Mr. Speaker, which has been extraordinary, as well as the supply chain issues that have happened. A global pandemic creating global supply chain issues, which led to ensuing global inflation. And in the midst of that, the Ukraine war, which has become a global war again impacting supply chain and other issues. Who in the United States of America has this impacted the most? In our country, this pandemic has impacted the elderly. Of the 1.2 million people who have passed away, over 850,000 are over the age of 65. With regard to inflation, the group that is hurt most by inflation are people on fixed incomes, and that would be the close to 70 million Social Security recipients here in this nation. We have a crisis in this country, a pension crisis, and a crisis that Congress has neglected for more than 52 years. 1971 was the last time that Congress did anything to enhance Social Security benefits. A gallon of milk was 72 cents at that time. A lot has changed since 1971, but what hasn't changed is Congress's recalcitrance to address the needs of our seniors. Social Security is the #1 anti-poverty program for seniors and the #1 anti-poverty program for children. And yet, there are 5 million Americans currently who get below poverty level checks from the federal government, having paid all of their lives into a system. And the only reason that's so is because Congress hasn't acted. It's long overdue for Congress to act. We have legislation that we'll be introducing in the Ways and Means Committee that will enhance Social Security, across the board increases for everyone, lift people out of poverty, provide every single district with economic recovery. Why? Because on average, there's 145,000 people per congressional district who are on Social Security. And that money is spent right back in that congressional district. People are not buying back stock options with their Social Security checks. They're spending it at the grocery store. They're spending it on rent. They're spending it on prescription drugs. That's what's needed. It's long overdue for Congress to act. It's not simply a question of protecting or saving Social Security. It's doing something to end this crisis in the midst of the worst pandemic, in the midst of inflation, in the midst of a supply chain issue, to make sure that our elderly and our people are being protected. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back my time.
Chair recognizes.
So as you can see, Representative John Larson says enough is enough. It is time to help out Social Security recipients, help out the program, make a bunch of changes to it to help out Americans, seniors, retirees, SSI, SSDI, veterans, help out the whole program, all those categories. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what he has to say. Let me know down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Bye. And hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. That's just my sister clip, but now we're doing my clip. So what I'm talking about now is to you, like when someone's hurt, you should definitely help them, because that if it's like really bad, then you should actually help them. Like I helped a couple of my friends and they loved it. So that's what I want to say for today. Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support. If you like how I broke down the numbers, showed you exactly how it all works, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with anyone who you think wants to know more information about where their Social Security is going in the future, where it could go, where it's going with these new proposals. Also, if you want to learn more about the latest Social Security updates, recommend clicking clicking this video right up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.